a 12, and you push against this wall with all your might, but unfortunately, it does not fall. It seems to be fairly sturdy, this wall. And I forgot to start the stream so I can actually record it. I do this all the time, every single time. I'm gonna need someone to have to remind me. But now you're gonna move your 30 feet towards.
Yeah, I'll move my ability towards.
Okay.
And yeah, that's the end of my turn.
Yep, Garrett, it is your turn.
Alrighty then. Ooh. Sorry, I'm debating what I want to do here. Okay, let's go.
How much damage have we
How
hit the
far away?
dragon for?
What was that,
Good
sorry?
question.
How much damage have we hit the dragon for?
As I said before, it looked fairly injured.
Okay, let's think. I
Hmm.
remember we dealt like something like 20 damage to it last session. So that means that, and if it was 144 health, we started this session on 72 hit points. Actually, no, on
Yeah, but remember
52
it's
hit points or so.
for the new party since you guys
Yeah,
lost these people.
you said you'd multiply by a decimal of how many people there were, and there's half as many people, so would it just have half the amount of health?
Hmm.
Oh, never mind.
I
I
used to
think
play
it's
the
pretty low. Now that's what I'm trying to say.
But yes, Garrett, what are you doing?
Sorry, I was trying to work out if I could hit it with Thunder Wave from where I am.
You could try it. How? What's the range of Thunderwave?
Um,
Not that far.
I would
okay.
say you would only need to move maybe 5 feet, and you'll be in range to hit it.
It's what's it called? Touch, but it's sorry, not touch. It's self, but it's gotta you have to be 15 feet away, basically.
Yeah, let me just bring up
Okay.
your sheet if I can find it. I've got just like a ton of sheets up.
Yeah, because it's a 15-foot long wave from yourself.
Fair enough. Uh, oh, that's fine. So
Does
I'm
it
just
hit
Yeah,
because I'm
us?
looking at
yeah, you'd have to use your movement to head over. So you'd have to head here and push and attack it.
I'm just I'm debating whether I do that because I can use what was it? I can use a level 1 healing word as a bonus action, and I was debating whether I should heal Fulgur.
I'm on 12 out of 22 HP. I did what's called change my constitution between sessions because I thought having 14 HP was kind of ridiculously low.
Hmm.
So
But
I probably won't need it, but
yeah, because I don't. Okay, what I might, because I don't think I can use a spell as a bonus action if I use a spell as an action, can I?
If it says bonus action for the spell, then yes, you can use an action and a bonus action unless it states otherwise.
Alright,
He is
fair enough.
asking, can he use? He's asking, can he use dual leveled spell on turn?
It's only one action, one bonus action.
Alright, fair enough.
You can use two spell slots. Remember.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I can I can do that much. In that case, yeah, I'll do that. I want to try. Guess it's well. I'll move within range, and I want to try Thunder Wave as second level to
Okay,
hit our.
okay for me, and that's a success. And roll damage, please.
Level 2 Thunder Wave. Okay. See
Okay,
that?
so that is half damage, and you strike it with a thunder wave, but it does barely anything against this dragon.
Rude.
It just growls at you in retaliation for your attack.
Oh,
And
good.
that,
I hope I hurt its feelings.
and you going to do
Okay.
anything else?
Yeah, I'll cast my level 1 healing word, my bonus action. So if I hit that, will that... I have no idea if that rolled or not.
Yep, it will.
Smells.
And who are you targeting?
I'd be targeting Folga.
Okay.
Folger. So you're going to have to move
I like...
over here to be able to see him. And you have
okay.
not rolled
Do
yet.
I have the movement? Okay, fair enough.
Yes,
I
you
wouldn't
would have the
bother.
movement, just barely.
Yeah, but I like you more than the other dragon. Okay, so that's... What am I doing? Casting a level 1 healing word, so...
Yeah.
Bleh. Oof. Oof. Or
And
5.
yeah, you heal up for 5 HP as some of your wounds from the bite on your sort of shoulder start to glow. And you see the sort of moss that appears in them and just kind of falls off as you see your wounds have now healed.
Alright.
And next is Daffodil. It is your turn.
Yes. So in order to hit the dragon, I have to move around and be in front of it, right?
Yes, you must be within sight of it.
Okay, so I would like to do that, and I might use my level 2 magic missile.
Okay. And roll damage, please.
Okay. Did.
Yep.
Should I be doing it more than once? I don't.
Yes, it should be. Normally, it should say in the spell's description how many times you want to do it.
I think it's 4 times.
Yeah, 4 times at level 2.
So, okay, so I did one. So
yeah, so 3 more
second,
times.
third, fourth.
And again, you fire these magic missiles and you can sort of feel the shock waves as they crash once again into this dragon. And are you doing anything else?
To move away from the dragon, like maybe a bit near the wall behind.
Yep,
Not
so you're
behind
gonna
the wall, near the wall. Yeah.
right here.
Yeah, that'd be good. Yes.
Okay, and next person's turn is actually the dragon. So the dragon is going to look around and it sees Donette standing on its pillar, and it does not like this. So it is going to attempt to use a bite attack on you, and I have lost my dice. And with a natural 1, it completely misses as you kind of dart to the side, just barely missing it. And it takes out its claw and attempts to slash at where you've just moved to. And does does a 22 hit?
It does.
Yep, and it is going to strike for. And it strikes at you for a total of 10 damage as the claw sort of catches into your armor, and you can hear it with a scrape as blood slowly pours out of the wound. And it is going to make another claw attack against you. And does a 17 hit?
It doesn't.
And it misses with its second swipe of its claw. And next is Folger. It is your turn.
Okay. I'm gonna get up within 15 feet of it, and then cast what's it called Thunder Wave at level 1 this time.
Okay. And I shall make that con save. And it succeeds. Roll damage.
Ooh. 13. That's all pretty good damage for it.
13. And again, you sort of zap out this little strike of lightning, but it fizzles out just slightly as it hits the dragon. And you see it flinch in pain as it struggles to hold itself steady. Are you doing anything else?
No, not really. I think I used most of my movement to get there, so I guess I could take a few steps back, but...
Yep, you basically used all your movement. Donette, it is your turn.
I shall furiously attack back, hitting with my Morning Star.
Yes, roll to hit.
24,
Oh,
natural
good, a
20.
natural 20. Roll damage, please.
Yeah, I think it might be a
So
little
double the
bit.
dice, but not the modifier.
Rolling 14 plus
Okay,
d6.
so Donette, you get the offers. How do you want to finish this dragon off?
Good old Skull Crush.
You're gonna skull crush it. Please describe you doing that.
I will swing my mace at head of the dragon, hitting on its side of head, and it crashes through the skull.
Yes, and as Donette slays this dragon around you guys, as you see what seems to be moth was actually corruption burst off of all the surrounding area, bursting off the walls in sort of a cloud of shimmers and sparkles, and bursting off the dragon as it sort of slowly fades and collapses to the ground. Now just stone once again. And suddenly a hologram flickers into life in front of you as the other two manage to sort of rush into the room. So that would mean Sol, you are now in the room with everyone else. And you guys see this hologram appear. It's of this strange person. They seem particularly regal and they are talking to someone. It's not clear where this projection is coming from. But they're sort of wearing these sort of gold clothes and sort of a white trim on their cloak. And they look at everyone. So, I believe it's time for us to leave once again. The corruption, it's spreading. And I fear this place will no longer be safe for us. I wish it wasn't so. I wish we could stay here and continue on in our research. But no, I believe it is time for us to leave. And suddenly she whirls around as you guys hear a crash in the audio. Sorry, I must go now. And you hear a roar as this massive sort of claw sort of scrapes this giant sort of what you would call projection and dispels it and sort of this static. And this projection fades as you guys are all standing in this room.
Can I examine the area where the dragon died and see if there's anything there noteworthy?
So just really the pillar and where the dragon is.
Yeah.
Roll investigation, please.
$19.
With a 19, you start sort of searching the dragon's body, and you can see this sort of crack in sort of its stone body. And inside its stone body, you find this sort of glowing green gem, which
Ooh.
seems to be maybe a conduit for the dragon's power.
Ooh. Can I take it?
Yes, you may.
Cool.
Is the dragon... Sorry. Was the dragon just an animated statue? Well, from what we can tell.
From what you guys can tell, I'll have you roll a history check for me, please.
Which one are you? You're in here somewhere. Boop.
With a
I got it.
15, it very much seems like this dragon was some sort of animated structure. But looking at it, it doesn't quite seem like it would be able to function as one.
Interesting. Alright. The hologram we saw, did I recognize anything that we witnessed? Like what the people
No,
were wearing? Could I? Oh.
there's absolutely no recognition.
Interesting.
Can I go over and touch the hologram?
The hologram has disappeared.
Okay. Oh, I might take a long rest then.
Okay.
May as well.
Yep, so is everyone taking a long rest?
There's one last thing I'd like to do before taking a long rest.
Okay.
I'd like to go to the statue, and the one that we originally had the book at, and I just want to examine and see if it looks like any deities or any like noteworthy figures that might give me an indication of exactly where I am and what maybe if this is the era that I live in.
So you're going to where the book was? Or the statue?
Yeah, I'm the black one, by the way.
The black one.
Yep.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm gonna actually examine that statue over there, or that too, if possible. I just want to see if there's anything that kind of gives me an indicator
Yep,
about
roll
this place.
investigation, please.
Okay. $12.
With a 12, you see a couple of very old words along the very brim of the statue. However, they make no sense to you.
And I write them down for later in my
Sure.
book.
You can write down the words.
Okay. And that will be it. I'll take a long rest.
Okay. Deficit and Soul?
Yeah, so I just need to know that I did take some damage, right? While I was having that interaction with the dragon. I just want to know that how much damage did I take because I didn't do anything about it.
Yeah, so you should be, as you take damage, you should be noting that down as your current HP in your character sheet.
Yeah, I just want to know how much damage did I take back then?
I believe it was 10, but if you're going to take a long rest anyway, then it doesn't really matter.
Oh, okay. Okay. Maybe can I use my comprehend language to that script that was on that statue? I mean, maybe I will examine it too and then use comprehend language thing.
Yeah, you can head over to the statue, and I believe if I just, so you're going to use comprehend languages? Yep, and you cast comprehend languages, and you read just a small script at the bottom, and the script says, protect your own.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yep, and are you going to take a long rest with everyone else?
Yes, please. Yes.
Yep, and so Darth is taking a long rest. Dernette, you're taking a long rest?
First, before I take a long rest, I will ask, does someone want to have turn with me? So I will be up 4 hours while at a rest. and then other one will take place of watch for me. I'll long rest.
Okay, so you're gonna
Okay.
keep an eye out for anything.
Meanwhile, keeping watch, I will offer prayer to the helm.
Okay. You're so the dragon stone thingy, Mithra. It's just a green
Yeah.
gem.
Okay.
And so Folger, you're taking a long rest?
Yeah.
Yep. Garrett, you're taking a long rest?
I wanted to get my investigate on before I took a rest.
Okay, where are
I
you
want to.
investigating?
That. I guess the skeleton that was off in the corner, in the room with that had the little statue thing that led to our little cursed book. I want to investigate, see if there's anything left on its clothing, any insignias or anything that I might recognize. Or,
You yeah, you can check over it, but it seems it does not have any insignias you recognize.
and can I get an idea of how old the skeleton is? Does it look fresh, or is it just old dust
Roll
and
nature,
bones?
please.
Nature. Where? Oh, there you are.
It seems to be incredibly old. You can't quite pinpoint it, but maybe anywhere from maybe 100 to 100,000 plus years old.
I need to work on my nature checks. Oof. I mean, other than that, I'm pretty sure we've already looted all the miscellaneous things in this building. So I
Yeah,
guess I'd go join the others at rest.
yeah. There are some places you guys have not checked, and that would be just behind the little wall here
Oh,
and in the pots.
ooh.
Yeah, let's check behind what's behind the wall.
I
Yeah.
want to check in the pot.
Okay. Which pot? There's two.
Uh, there- there's a pot up there?
Yep. There's one where Mathra is. He hasn't actually checked in the pot, and there's one to the right.
I mean, I reckon Mithra gets to check in that pot. I want the big pot to the right.
Right, you're going to check the big pot to the right, and let me just quickly grab up my notes. And you head over to the pot in the right, and you find a golden key within that pot.
Cool.
And in the pot to the top left, who was searching that again?
I wanted to
Mithra.
search behind the wall if that was
Oh,
possible.
then maybe I can do that.
Yeah, in fact, so you can head up to the pot where Masarit was, and inside you find 3 lots of string, 2 beads of nourishment are within that pot.
Okay, I'll take them.
Yep, you can add that to your inventory.
Hmm.
Oh, without the unstable
And
dagger.
what else?
So
What
you
else did
found
I have?
the
I got.
3 lots of string and 2 beads of nourishment within that pot.
Okay.
And you can head up to behind the wall, Mithra, I
Mm-hmm.
believe it was. Yeah, you can head up to behind the wall, and inside this crate, you find something just a little bit strange. Inside, you find a scroll.
Ooh.
Seems fairly old.
Ooh. I want to before I touch it. Does it look like there's anything like some sort of trap around it or anything?
Roll perception for me, please.
Okay. Uh, 12.
As you go to pick up the scroll, you hear a sort of clatter Another bit of a sorry from the other room, as basically one of the pots falls over the deaf officer as you go to rummage through them. But yeah, as you pick up the scroll, there does not seem to be any traps attached to it.
Okay. I'll put it away for later.
Okay, you're not even gonna look in?
I'll look at it when we're at a safe place. Is there anything else in there?
No, there is nothing else in there.
Okay, well, in that case, is the crate made out of wood?
The crate is made out of wood.
Could I start breaking it down and bundling away what wood pieces I can?
Yes, you may. I would say you'd get about one lot of wood from that. Please add
Okay.
that to your inventory.
Be resourceful.
And are you guys all eating before taking your long rest?
How
Yeah.
many days it has been since we arrived?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, you guys will need to eat every long rest unless you want to grab a level of exhaustion.
No,
So
me
it
too.
has been 2 days.
Um, it's a long rest, so we're just keeping it as a level of exhaustion because it's pretty much nighttime by now. So it's been about one day, like a whole day.
Alright, so we are going that we have to eat every day, not every other day. Alright.
You only have to eat on like a long rest unless you want to get exhaustion.
You know, I ate some of my rations.
Okay, so Folger's had rations. Dornette, Gaffer, Garrett, Mithra, and Sol, are you guys having anything to eat before your long rest?
I will use my ration.
Okay.
Have 1 day of ration.
Okay, you want to eat one of those?
I'm gonna have to go hungry. I
Mhm.
got no food.
I mean,
Can
how
I
do you have no food?
Yeah.
Yeah, so
You
you
should get. I think there might be one. What's it called? Class where you don't get food or something. But
Yeah.
one. What's it called? Thing.
I will remind you, you guys got 2 beads of
You can
nourishment.
have one of my rations if you want.
And
Yeah,
may
I
I?
can give some to. Can I?
Yeah, just remove from your inventory and just tell him that you're going to give you this amount of food.
It says quantity 10.
Yep, so -1. And
Dead.
yeah, Mithra, not
Thank you.
Gaffer gives you some food.
I eat the food.
Good, good.
Sol, you here?
I'd eat a ration.
Yep. You need some food?
Yeah.
So since I gave one to Mithra, I should be using one on me, right? So I have
Yeah.
to -1 now.
Yes.
Done. Okay.
And Sol's the only person who does not have any food left out of the party.
Does anyone not have food? I can give.
Yeah, so just realized my microphone's muted. So, do you want some rations?
I already have rations actually. My
Okay.
I already have rations.
Yep, and I believe we shall take our long rest if everyone is done. And you
Wait, what?
guys,
I want I want to I want to see. Was there like any place where the like in any indicator where the hologram was coming from?
yeah, roll investigation. And Master, you guys have finally taken out this massive dragon. And everyone is being busy searching the rooms, and it's about night time, so everyone is bunking down for a long rest. And I will remind
Sorry
you.
for being late. I just woke up.
Oh,
Am I still able to join the session or?
yeah, feel free to join
Okay,
in.
awesome.
I'll just remind you that you need to be eating food before having a long rest. Otherwise, you
Oh
will
yeah,
take one level of exhaustion.
that's fine. I'll get that fixed.
Yep, and Yeah,
Should we start some fire or something? Like, is it
I can
cold?
create a fire if we need
Uh,
it.
I spent a food. I'll go get some water. Be right back.
And real quick, so you're looking around and you're keeping an eye out where this hologram came from. And where the dragon statue once was, there's a small, tiny little chip which seems to be fairly old and rusted. It does not seem to work any longer.
A chest, you said?
It does not seem to work much longer. But what was that? Sorry, I can't hear. Your mic's particularly not the greatest.
Sorry. A chest, you said? It's not working?
It's more static-ish. It's not very clear.
What was?
Sorry.
Do you want me to bring in
I
Dexter search
asked.
box for you?
Potato chip.
I heard potato chips.
Yeah.
Sorry,
I am intrigued.
they're on mine now. But I was gonna ask, what was the color of the orb thing that came out of the dragon?
Green.
If you're
Green.
interested, I could show you.
I mean, what? We're taking a rest. Can I? Doobie-doobie-doo. Where are you? List of things I can't remember. All of them. All of them is list. I mean, I'm just trying to take note of what we found that seems significant. I guess while we're resting, can I investigate that golden key I found? See if
The
there's
golden key.
yeah, is
Yeah.
there anything significant?
It just seems to be a golden key. Are you going to test it on like anything?
I mean, I guess if we're taking a rest, can I wander around and look at it if anything seems to look like a lock that I can put this key in?
You guys have the door that I believe you guys destroyed. But yeah, it's kind of destroyed, and it seems like the old broken lock, which is now on the floor there, it seems like this key fits into it.
Oh, so it unlocked the trapped door that someone just Kool-Aid manned their way through.
Yes.
I'll keep it. Might be fun.
So there was two keys to the door.
You should take the
There was only
lock
one.
too.
Take the
Well,
lock.
we got the door
Then
open,
you-
so there must be two.
Can we
That was-
So you
salvage
guys
the
destroyed
lock?
that door.
Yeah, so we found a different key.
Apparently there are two keys
I
to
am-
the door.
And I
No, we
know
broke. Forget about it.
Apparently there's just two now.
Yeah,
You guys broke it.
I have a question. The dragon, was it a real dragon or was it a stone dragon?
It was a stone one.
So,
So, like a statue.
Yes.
yeah.
seems to be
Okay, so it doesn't have blood or anything?
No.
had an orb in it.
Okay.
And Dapper-san, we were going to see if you could make a campfire, correct?
Yes.
What are you using to make this campfire?
Something known as prestidigitation. Jesus.
But
Nice.
I don't
No,
think that can generate heat,
I don't
can
think
it?
it can do it.
It can
I could just
generate
use
heat, it
controlled
can warm like
flames.
food, but it cannot start a fire.
Oh, we can't
How cold is it? Do we need the warmth of a fire?
do
Yeah.
yeah, do we?
The walls definitely do protect you from a lot of the chill, but as the night drags on, it is definitely becoming a little bit colder.
Okay, can I
Y-
grab some of the fronds from the plants as well and ask someone for a bit of wood too? Nice.
You guys don't even need to. I could just use control flames for a while.
Control
Yeah, but then
flame
you have to be awake.
doesn't make flames.
Yeah, you're
Yeah,
right.
it's the log that
We have a
Mitra
tinder
has.
box.
Hmm?
Someone should have a tinder box in their inventory.
I'll
I
just
mean,
I
I
think
could
we have
use
like 3
I
wizards.
could use one of
so
our
we
bundles
don't
of
need-
wood if you want.
or I can use Sacred Flame.
Sacred Flame is not like a real fire.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's not
alright.
really fine.
Well, I do
It's
have
more like the gods
I
like
do have
smiting
Tinder
someone.
box.
Okay.
Yeah, I
Can
do
I go
have
through
Tinder.
all the way to the other room to break down the desk that the book was on?
Well, there's
Yes,
also
I
the
think it's
busted
sturdy
door.
desk, so I'm gonna get you to make a strength check there, please.
Ah, shit.
Were we breaking the desk? There's
Because
trees outside.
vandalism.
It's the big thick
Vandalism.
desk where the book was. You guys.
Ah, 17. 17.
A 17, and with a massive kick, you manage to hear this crack, and you have to go at it for maybe 20 or so minutes before you manage to break it down enough into enough small pieces that you can actually start a fire with it.
Cool. Then can I bring them back and use the phones to sort of create like a fire starter and then just light it on fire with firebolt?
Yeah.
I can just use Druidcraft.
Well, I was gonna say with control flames, I think I could just make a fire out of nowhere.
That's produce
No.
flames, not control flames.
Control flames.
Oh, it's
is
not
you
gonna. Oh, does there have to
control
be one? I didn't even.
Yeah, there are
Yeah.
different spells. Control flames is just to make the fire a little bigger.
Oh, yep. I would have to
do
see. You're
have
right.
fire
Yeah,
sword.
set one up first.
Well,
But
I
yeah,
can
I
just
do
use
have fire
firebolt
sword.
on
I
the
have-
Or
fire.
you can
I have-
technically light a match and then control flames on the match to make it bigger. But
Yeah.
Does
So I'd
anyone
have to
a
use
tinder
firebolt
box?
first. Okay.
I do have Tinder box.
And if we have resources to make a campfire, I can light it with Druidcraft so we don't have to like use anything extra.
We do have log, right? Mitra has log.
I do.
I
If
mean,
we need it, I could
literally,
use
I
it.
could cast firebolt. It cost me nothing. It'll probably light it on fire.
Ah. True. Hey, don't we also
Can
have
my
that?
unseen servant make campfire or something? Can it do anything?
Can what do what?
My unseen servant, can it make a campfire?
I believe it can assist you in tasks.
Okay,
So if as long as it's got the resources, it could try making a campfire.
I think using Druidcraft is the best spell because it explicitly says it can light the
Yeah.
campfire.
Let's
Okay,
do
Then
that.
go
do
ahead.
that.
Let's do that.
Yeah, it's
Lazy way.
And it's
Yeah.
cantrip. So does it cost anything to us?
You guys.
No,
We
it's
also have
cantrip.
dancing lights if we need to investigate stuff later.
Yeah, you
I do
guys
have light.
light up this campfire in the middle of the room, and Dermot is keeping watch as you guys go to sleep. And during the night, you do hear a bit of scuttling outside, and some weird woo woo sounds. It's pretty
Owl.
foul, to be honest. And
Owl.
maybe a couple bats flutter over the ruins. Well, probably bats. And are you going to head off for your own long rest?
I will wait another hour before I go to long rest.
Yep, and Master Root, you're also just keeping to the edge of the party and just sort of keeping an eye out after Donette finally heads off to sleep. And you guys all wake up the next day, the sun's shining brightly. You guys had a rough night and slept quite long, so it's probably around 10 a.m. already as you guys finally start waking up.
Okay.
So
I'm
everyone take a long
probably
rest.
thirsty.
So Dapper, to take a
Thirsty.
long rest, you go up to the top and there's a little button next to campaign the endless Vernandia called long rest. Click on that and reset maximum HP changes during this rest, and then take long rest and then press to confirm.
Whoa, what do I have to do?
Okay, to take a long rest, you should see at the very top of your character sheet a button called long rest.
A button called long rest.
Mm-hmm.
Here.
You see where it says Dafka in the top left? if you look to the right, to like a little bit right of the middle of the screen, it should say share, short rest, and long rest.
I can only see hit points, inspiration,
A little bit above
that.
hit points.
He is using mobile too, so I'm not sure if
That might be it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I
So
need
just,
to find long rest.
or you can just put your current hit points to maximum, like full, and go to spells and reset your slots so that they're all empty.
That also works, yeah.
Okay, yeah, done. My hit points are maximum, and I got rid of the slots.
So, have you managed to work out to take a long rest?
Yeah, yes.
So, apparently they're not going to reply. So, what is everyone doing?
gonna prepare to get on out of here if there's nothing. So,
Mm-hmm.
but I'll wait for everyone to get ready before I head on out.
Yeah.
Shall we
do the
make
same.
to our base or not?
We should find a source of water.
Yeah.
Does Masaru know any places
Roll history,
close by?
please.
Can I get advantage because natural explorer to be better at finding places in this terrain?
Yes, it is a forest terrain. I would say.
Hold on, how do I roll this advantage? That's a 13 minus 1, so 12, and with advantage, yeah, 12.
Yeah, and you think there's probably a river nearby? You've heard some little bubbling of a creek.
Yeah, but I don't know where exactly.
Yeah, you're not entirely sure where is the
Do
problem.
you think it's to the east, west, north, or south of us?
I don't know. Do I have an inkling, or do I just hear a trickle of water somewhere?
You're fairly certain it's not further east.
Could not see
Okay.
it.
Um,
Oh, we don't have
I
anyone to
hear.
fly.
I say in Draconic, water somewhere. Not. He points not that way, and go find. Need drink for tribe.
So is like, are there any mountains nearby or anything?
As you're looking around, there does seem to be some of those stone pillars I mentioned. They're kind of like mountains. They're just not really as high, like by a lot.
Okay.
It seems you guys
Do you
are
have a
likely
reference
about.
picture?
Yeah, what was that? Sorry?
Do you have a reference picture for it? For
Oh,
the pillars?
stone pillars.
Because it would be cool to see. It's not important though.
Yeah, I think I can grab one out. This is roughly what it looks like.
Oh, that's cool.
Imagine in a valley.
Wow.
Ooh.
Straight at the bottom of the valley.
Yeah, you guys are at the bottom of this valley.
Very nice.
Masaru is gonna like make a shape of a valley and then try to make the shape of a like little river going through the bottom of it.
Yeah.
He's probably been in this place before, but he doesn't realize it yet.
Yeah,
Okay.
probably.
So is the valley going from like north to south or west to east or?
The valley it's roughly if you're basing it off from where you guys went from the crystal, you guys started off by going east. It kind of goes further north and west.
We should.
So I guess
Yeah.
should we just follow the valley northwest then?
Makes sense.
I would agree. I would think that'd be a good idea.
Yeah, everyone on board.
Any objections?
Let us lead
No.
the way.
Where there's water, there should be food.
Mm-hmm.
Or edible things, anyway.
Okay. So we go wander up the valley looking for water.
And I'm gonna have you guys all roll survival, please.
Yes. If this is a roll that will get us food, I also find twice as much food.
That's in that one.
We need to keep this guy around.
I got
I got a
I got a
2,
Yeah.
and
12.
I got a 24 because favor terrain.
22.
Yeah, you guys start wandering throughout the stony valley, and Matt, you've been looking for quite a while. You've got a lot of practice, and apparently so does Garrett, as you two immediately spot the small little waterfall flowing down from one of the pillars with a sort of rumble. And you sort of see the forest clear out as you head towards that direction with everyone else. And you see this river flowing down into what seems to be the small creek. The sort of trees hang overhead, sort of sheltering this area. And there's quite a few vines around as well. And there seems to be some small crustaceans living in the water. And there's also some massive stones right next to this waterfall.
Massive stones are gonna kill us. Just warning you guys. Uh,
Okay.
do we approach the water and try to like fill our water skins? They're probably all drank.
Yeah. I don't.
Should we heat up the water first to make sure that we kill any bacteria?
If it's flowing water, it should be fine to figure out from
Okay.
the
I can
waterfall.
purify the water.
I
We can take
do
it from the
have purified
waterfall.
food and drink.
That is useful.
And I can purify the water.
Okay, yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so you guys are all
That's
filling up your
pretty.
water skins?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, I've
How
been there.
far of a
That's
walk was
what's
this?
it called? That's in the Catlins.
I
I
would
know where that
say
is.
around maybe 30 minutes to an hour walk away.
Okay. So it's decent.
Yeah.
Oh wait, I don't have a water skin. I never bought one.
Oh, I have 2 water skins. I can give them one of mine.
Interesting.
May I use one of those?
Yeah, sure. Is it Mithra? Is that you're the one who needs it?
Yeah.
Alright, I will give Mithra one of my water skins.
Thank you so much.
You're very welcome.
Could have ended badly if you didn't have one.
I mean, I had a cup, which I could have given him, but that's it.
Yeah, well, that's a little bit
I
rough.
fill the water
Carry around.
skin with the water and I ask if anyone has the ability to purify the water, just in case.
I do have purify.
I hand it over to Dernet. Can you?
Yeah, everyone had the water skins here, so I will ritual cast the purified food
Okay.
and drink.
No.
DM, before they do that, can I like go upstream a little bit and see if there's like a dead carcass in the water or anything like that?
Roll perception, please.
Yes. Oh, so 7.
You kind of have to do some
I
climbing, but you don't see anything too noticeable.
yeah, I just walk up a little bit, don't see anything. Didn't bother to climb.
I mean, can I check
Okay.
the water that's at the? Oh, sorry, Mass, you were talking.
Oh no, I wasn't.
Oh, I was going to say, can I, where the waterfall, I guess, is joining the river downstream? Can I check to see if there's like life in the water? Like how good does that water look? Is it murky? Is it overgrown with algae?
It's sapphire blue.
Um,
Is it
can I
what's it
see
called?
stuff in it?
You can see some small crustaceans in the water.
I mean, that's probably a good sign.
Yeah.
How small are they? Like,
Fairly small, like imagine small little crayfish, so they're probably they could easily fit in your hand. Like you fit quite a few in your hand.
so they're not worth killing for food.
Well, they're big enough to be worth it if you manage to catch a whole heap.
Okay, so
Like,
Does
if we
someone have a
desperately need
boat?
food, we know where to go.
They're like a chicken wing. Like they're nice, you get full on them, but you need to eat a
We could
lot.
use them as bait for bigger
Yeah,
fish.
for one.
This
Should we
is
take
true.
some then?
oh,
Yeah,
hello
do we have
there!
anything to store them in?
You guys, they're over at the river. You guys over there
Hello.
talking.
I
Hello,
wave.
hello, hello.
You guys have not been
What?
paying attention, and suddenly, out of the forest, walks this very strange and odd figure. They've sort of basic description is like a puppet, if anything. They're sort of this white hair, this sort of like open eyes, and they're carrying this massive backpack, which sort of makes them look like a beetle.
Ooh. Hello there.
Well, hello there, travellers. I don't think I recognize you.
I don't know where I am. Can you possibly tell me where we are?
What?
Seem to get
How
lost.
don't you know where you guys are from? Like, seriously, you're on Vernandia. Did you guys all hit your head or something? And he
But
tugs on this
where
little
on Vernandia?
bone circle on his side. Well, I'm lucky that I managed to bring my language decipherer today. That would have been a pain if I didn't have it. Not entirely sure what language you
There's a
guys
what
are
now?
speaking.
What language
We
do you
speak
typically
common.
speak?
Vernandian, of course.
Oh, no. Sorry, I don't know that. I speak in. Switch between primordial and deep speech. Like, just as a random
Deep
example.
speech.
Well, anyway, I'm half-Sald. And
I'm
yes,
Oh,
Mitra. Yeah.
I'm half-Sald.
can you type that?
Yes,
Table
it's kind of
salt.
hard to say if you're not used to it. Here you go.
Huh.
How's to that? And I'm a merchant. You guys interested in anything?
Yeah. What do you have?
And suddenly,
What
as
do
you say those words, he takes
What
his
are you
whole
selling?
backpack off and brings up this massive table out of nowhere. Brings up sort of this sort of like shade, and brings out like this roll of carpet, which he rolls across the table. And then suddenly, you guys see a whole ton of items on this desk. So
Yes.
take your pick. I've got
Sparkle, I have a quick
yes,
question.
yes.
Uh, yes. Um,
You would know it.
because Masarit is from
Yes, you would know
Vernandia,
it.
would he know? Yeah,
Yes,
instead of common or alongside?
yes, I would say you would. But I would say you also know
Alongside or
common.
instead?
So just for
Both.
both.
Okay.
And you guys see a whole ton of things on this table: an axe, what seems to be this eyeshadow palette, some arrows, a scroll, some rope, rations, glass vials, and carpenter's tools. Well, this is just some of the stuff I've got, but take your pick.
Ooh.
Pray tell,
Can I ask him if
what
he's
scroll.
kind
got?
of merchant
Hmm?
is here? What kind of merchant is out this way?
Not just a travelling one, that's it. Yeah, I'm just travelling on to the next village. You know, just the normal stuff for a travelling merchant.
I think we should get the rations, perhaps at least for one night.
Um.
I couldn't hear what he had in his shop.
He's got an axe, what seems to be an eyeshadow palette, potentially. It definitely looks like one. Some arrows, a scroll, and there also seems to be some rope, rations, glass vials, and carpenter's tools. And he did say this was only some of the stuff that he has on him.
Okay,
Hmm.
can I ask him if he has a what's called an eyelash encased in gum Arabic?
Eyelash encased in gum Arabic. Nope. Like you can get an eyelash
Oh,
yourself. Arabic, I would say, head south for about a kilometer, and you'll probably find some of it there, potentially.
Okay, I'll keep that in mind.
I was just wondering, do you happen to know of any cities or places nearby that might have a lot of knowledge with magic spells or curses or anything of the magic
Curses.
kind?
Magic
Question mark.
spells. Well, I would say there's a lot of civilizations further off, but you don't want to go traveling that way unless you know the routes, you know? You probably want to talk to some of the more local people to see if you can learn some of these said routes. Otherwise, it's a dangerous and potentially deadly trek.
Does he
Okay.
have Vernandia map?
You want a map?
Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry, I don't really carry a map. I just keep it all up in here, any Texas noggin. Yeah, you're gonna have to make your own one. I
Okay.
don't even have the map.
Can I ask him to look at the? Can I ask him to look at the scroll? Ask him if I can look at the scroll. That's probably a better way to phrase it.
I can't really show you the scroll, but the scroll, it contains some fairly good stuff. It contains a spell, minor diversify
Okay.
energies.
How much is the scroll?
I would say 50 gold pieces, or you could trade me something that might be worth that amount.
Ooh. Let's have a look. Um.
And everyone's gone silent.
Yeah. I'm
I
trying.
I mean
No,
I can't
I don't have anything of value.
I mean I
no, me neither.
can.
Oh,
I
yeah.
mean, I've got alchemist supplies
Alchemist
No,
Oh,
supplies.
you
we
don't want
can
to
do
get rid of
Uh,
supplies.
those.
that are worth 50 gold pieces.
I could probably maybe give you either like a carpenter's tool or maybe an axe for that, or maybe a couple of arrows. I've got some other things, maybe some rations. I've got some. I can't. I still can't say it after the last time. He kind of mutters to himself. I've definitely got quite a few other things.
Can I use perception to hear what he said?
Yeah, roll perception.
17.
Yeah, you would just about catch what he said.
What did he say?
Oh, he muttered to himself just a little bit about. I still can't say it after last time.
In perfect Vernandian. What happened last time?
Vernandian.
Yeah, perfect Vernandian. What happened last time?
Last time, no, you don't want to. We don't want to talk about last time. And he sort of starts acting like really freaked out at this point. He's like, "You don't want to talk about it, please, please don't talk about it. We don't talk about him.
Why?
Wait, just
We don't
Do we
talk
notice he's
about him.
startled?
Just drop it,
What
please."
about the axe? Can you tell me about it?
Axe. Use it for chopping down trees. Gives you a lot of wood. Useful. You want it?
Woodcutter's axe then. How much is it?
I would say maybe 2 gold. Not much. It's fairly old.
I pull up a spear. It's a pretty spear with like carved like what's the words, like symbols and stuff on it
No,
down the entire shaft
no,
and
no, no,
on the
no, no,
thing.
no, 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 no. Put that away. Put that
I'm not
away.
pointing it at him. I'm holding
No,
it.
no, no.
Trade.
Put it away. You'll bring him out. And he puts
I
his
don't want
I
to
hand
put
on
start
the
from
him.
spear on the
the
table and I take the axe.
And suddenly, as he's laughing his head off, he sprays out this massive mist from his mouth, engulfing the group. And
Huh?
now, you guys can
Reach
see this spidery puppet as the mist slowly disperses. It's all
Yeah,
Reach
bright.
for the scroll. Reach for
compared
the
to the first
scroll.
spider one.
Yeah.
You gotta try and reach for the scroll.
I'm gonna go for the scroll. I'm just gonna go.
Yeah.
I mean, if we're
Sleight of
we're
hand
going
check,
at this.
please.
Huh?
Get the. Oh wait, we don't have a roll.
20.
A 20. And
That
as
sounds.
you grab the scroll off the desk, you hear a taunting noise. I would give that back if I were you. But no, I shall take that spear there. And he literally leans from where he's hanging upside down on sort of the tarp he sort of hung up with his sort of purple lens, and he looks
He's
and
taking the
sort of
spear? We
yes,
gave him
he
the
shall
spear, that's
take
fine.
that spear. The spear's good, very good
Yeah, that's fine.
quality.
That's fine. It was a trade. Okay, so you get the spear, I get the axe. Yes?
Yes, and you. He turns to look at the person who stole the scroll, and
I show him the green gem. Would this
oh,
be a worth the trade?
and he looks at the gem and he's like, he holds it up.
It's
Yes,
shiny.
I think this might be great. And he stuffs it in his pocket. And you've noticed his hands now have massive claws. Well, if
Ooh.
you want anything a bit devious, and you see something you guys have not noticed before is that all the goods on the table have changed, and now there is what seems to be a couple of vials. One holds corruption, another holds poison. There is a card. Well, it seems to be just like a normal playing card that has these little talons on it. An orb which has this sort of glowing corpse inside. A
Ooh, a
sword and a
glowing
poisoner's
corpse.
pit.
A business pet?
Business? What?
A business pet is what I heard.
No, no, no. Not a business pet. A poisoner's kit.
Ah,
You guys want something a bit devious? He sort of brings his two hands together as like the rest of his body is sort of trailing up and hiding in plain sight.
Huh. So,
Yes, want something? I give out curses as well.
I have a question for you.
Yes.
Have you ever seen something like this? And I'm going to show him my tome.
Oh, curse, curse. Yes, yes, yes. I have seen things like this before. I like curses. Curses are so nice. And you can see he's just sort of lavating a little bit, and a bit of drool drips down his mouth and onto sort of the desk. What
Un-
will you give for it?
Unfortunately, I can't give anything yet, as I am trying to break a curse right now. But if you have a way that I could break it, feel free to take it from me afterwards.
Hmm, I see. I sense the darkness within you. Oh, yes, it's delicious. It's very good. And you can see he's just licking his lips and
My.
staring at your chest.
Oh, this guy kind of scares me now.
Oh no.
Maybe
he's done
I
nothing rude.
might be
He's just
Now?
able
nice.
to try to show
Now is
you a
when he
bit
scares you.
different. If I were to give you the information to potentially destroy your curse there, I need a bit of things from you to begin with. You need to travel to the Underdark. Yes, yes, a lot of corruption there. Ah, yes,
The Underdark.
yes. Go there,
Hmm.
retrieve the thing.
thing.
Yes, the thing. It's
I
dangerous.
can you point the way, merchant?
The Underdark is everywhere.
Everywhere.
Yes.
I see. Well, then I
Maybe
think I
one
know
of
where I
you.
must go.
Yes, I believe you do. But the rest of you, maybe I could trade something if you guys are willing to be cursed.
What do you want?
Mm, For you to be cursed, maybe I should give you something.
What type of curse?
You don't know. It could be something simple or something quite deadly. And he licks his lips and leans over the counter, and suddenly you see these legs drop up from where he's hiding them, and you see 1, 2, 3, 4 drop down to the ground as he walks and leans over to the counter to stare at you, Folga. What sort of thing do you wish for?
Honestly, I don't know what to give him. I have nothing.
Your soul?
Yeah, I'd rather not give you that.
Or maybe I give you
Would you
something
like
for...
a piece of cloth?
No, I'm not interested in your
Come
little
on, it's a pretty good piece
bounty.
of cloth.
What
I'm
about
I
the
am
afraid
book?
pretty
if
sure it's an
you
antique.
take a
I'm
curse
pretty sure it's an
in
antique.
exchange for an object, I shall give you an object, Mr. Folger, if only you would take a curse.
But I'm not going to take the curse.
And he's staring you down. It is, oh, well, that's too bad then. Anyone else? And he swings his head to look at the officer.
No.
Do any of you guys still have the book that's cursed? He might trade that for something else.
No, not one of us. It was
No. Oh, that's fair.
Yeah, it's a cursed book.
Who has the
Yeah,
course book? Do I? I do not.
I thought you did.
Yeah, you do.
I have it?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
You'll need to note down things in your inventory as you get them, by the way.
I do. Okay, I got the book. I got the course.
So,
Just
I
give
didn't even.
it.
I don't.
You don't
Can
want
we
to
just
touch
get
it
him to read the
directly.
book and take all the stuff?
Yeah, maybe. Can we
Use
do
a
that?
We
mage
should do
hand.
that.
Have you seen this before?
oh, the
It's a
book.
very
Yes,
intriguing book.
I like the book. It's got curse. It's got lore on it, and something
Would you
about
like
it.
to take a read of the book?
It's a good story. Is there a sequel?
Very good.
I might take it, and he just reaches out to grab the book.
Let
And
him.
yeah, he is unaffected as he grabs it and brings it back to him with trembling hands. Oh, this is nice. Very nice. I'll get
I
you some
ask him,
gold money for this. Yes,
How?
you the
um,
wizard one who
the
sees
axe and the
lore.
scroll, are they also cursed?
The axe and the scroll. No, that would be from my other half. He's quite scared of me, you know. How's that? And anyways, Dalsvad here. I thought I
Okay.
would
Will we...
tell you that.
Wait, that sounds familiar.
It's
That's the
probably
same,
Oh,
but the other way
I wouldn't have
around.
that though.
Wow.
Oh no,
we
that's
are
not the
complete
thing.
opposites, you know. So, for this book, what did you guys want?
Is
We let Africa decide. She
yeah,
had
it's
it.
your book.
What did you want?
Be trading the book.
Name your price.
Saku?
1 gold coin.
No, don't say that.
No.
Take one of the cursed
Oh.
items. We don't have to touch it. We can use it down the road.
Yeah, I would like. What are those items? May I know them again?
Yes, the vial of poison, vial of corruption, the sort of card with talons on it, orb which has a little corpse inside of it, a sword, and a poisonous hit. I do have some other things for sale if you're interested.
Yes, I am.
I wouldn't trust the card from previous experiences.
Cards are rough.
That orb looks nice too, right? With the carbs, maybe you can use that.
Just
Maybe.
don't touch it directly.
And he quickly
I'll
swings
use my.
everything off the desk and it all vanishes with a flurry. And he brings out some other things and he lays them on the table. Here are some
Ooh.
interesting items I shall trade for that book. And he brings out an hourglass, a ring, and a few other items, including the
Does any of this look familiar to me by chance? Any
none
of these
it
cursed
would.
items? Okay, good.
So there is hourglass, ring, and
Yeah, there's an hourglass, a ring, the eyeshadow palette, there's some
Ooh.
armor which he is bringing out, a little whip. There's a pouch which seems to be filled with these orbs of what seems to be the strange mist. You've got the strange arrows from earlier. You've got, what else is there? This mirror
Hourglass.
and what seems to be a potion which is glowing.
oh, potion blowing, ring, hourglass, and the orb. Any suggestions,
There
everyone?
was a sword as well, no?
Yes,
A
The
sword.
hourglass sounds really ominous.
but he put the sword away from before, so
Okay.
I could just ask him, what does that hourglass do?
the hourglass. Oh, this is such a nice object. A sacred relic, if you will. Only said to regain a charge once per century. It's
Ooh.
quite powerful, you know.
Hmm.
Anything else you are particularly interested in?
The ring.
What
What does
can you
the
tell
ring
us
do?
about the armor?
The armor.
Armor. Yeah.
Oh, yes. Let me ask, are you a gambler by chance? That's
No.
that's too bad. You probably don't wish this upon yourself then. It's a golden scale armor that he is showing off. It has a golden skeleton, and the back is depicting a broken skeleton.
It's from behind? Pog? I don't know.
What's a D?
Is anyone interested in anything in the store?
I
Not-
actually
not
am.
really.
I wonder, do you happen to have a map of
He
the
said
Underdark
no.
once I get there?
A map of the Underdark. As I said before, I don't carry any maps.
I thought that was the other half. Huh.
Was it? I lose myself sometimes. But no,
Interesting.
you've got this.
I still.
Yes. What was it?
Should we go with the sword? Oh, but I'm not good with close combat.
It was not a sword. There was. Let me go through the items again. You had a ring,
There's that
the armor, the whip, a little pouch which has these orbs filled with strange mist, the eyeshadow palette, a couple of the fireworks. You had the hourglass and a mirror, and this little potion which has like this sort of liquid inside, which is kind of illuminated.
What does a whip and ring do?
Whip. Whip is a weapon. It's quite strong. You will just strike out anyone and everything.
The set it scares hits everything?
Yes. It's everything. Very useful, but it's quite dangerous in the wrong hands. Yes.
What about the ring?
The ring. Oh, yes, the ring. It's cursed in a different way. It is the most powerful item I have in my collection currently, but the price to use it is deadly.
What about the eyeshadow palette? What's that for? What's its
Oh,
curse?
yes, this thing is fun. Anyone want to be a volunteer? Do you guys have
What does
something?
it
No.
do?
Rather not.
You have something that you would like modify, anyone?
I'll check my
Modify.
character sheet.
I have an ink pen.
Yes,
Just
I
in
have an
the,
case.
unstable dagger.
I show my
oh,
ink
yes.
pen.
The pen, what color is it? What color
It
do you
is.
use?
It is used to write into my book.
Yes, but what
It
color is it?
it's
I'm colorblind.
it's black. It's you know what?
Ooh,
It's black.
Oh, black? Now give me some sort of color that you wish.
pink.
I'll go red, I guess.
Red. Oh, yes. I have marked these down, and you can see there's like these funny little notes on them, just sticky notes, so he knows what colour is which. And he touches his finger to the red little eyeshadow section, and he touches it to the pen, and suddenly the pen turns bright red. Now, did you
Whoa.
like this? And he hands it back to you.
I'm going to take it and see what it does. I'm going to first I'm going to see if anything happens to me when I take it.
Nothing happens.
Nothing happens.
Yet.
Yet.
Mhm.
Hmm. I guess I will try to write with it.
As you write with it, you notice the sort of blood coming out of the pen as you write. And the blood dries on whatever page or thing you are writing on. As the
This
ink.
is pretty interesting. Huh.
It changes the ink too.
So this is blood. I write in blood now. Huh.
You like it?
It's pretty okay, I guess. Yeah. Thank
Tell you
you.
what, I shall
I back up.
trade you this palette. It's Coldplay's Mysterious Colors. And let's go one other thing. And he rummages around in his backpack and brings out a pouch. Maybe these two things? What do you say, Daphnica, over there? Do you think this is a decent trade for your book? The endless one?
I can trade with that hourglass and the pouch
The
instead of
hourglass and the
eyeshadow.
pouch. So just the hourglass and the pouch. I think I could do something like that. And he drags a bit closer to himself and brings out the hourglass and passes it over to Daphnica. And let me just quickly grab the item real quick for you. And I should also grab the pouch. what she hands over to you. It's a pleasure doing business with you. Is there anyone who wishes for something? Or should I take
I'll
my
see
leave?
you. I'll see you along our journeys, merchant. Maybe.
Yes, I believe so. And he starts bringing all his stuff together, and suddenly, in a flash of
Before you
snap,
go,
yes.
I give him 1 gold piece. Thank you for your assistance with helping me with the book. So
Yo,
I
infinite
hand him
money.
a single gold piece.
Thank you. Listen, go very nicely, and he opens his mouth and throws it inside his
I'm not
basket,
going to question it.
and he vanishes in a plume of smoke. And those,
That is super
and
cool.
in general chat, the other 2 items.
Oh man, that guy worried me. I got a.
Well, that was clearly wrong.
I hope
I'm
this
gonna add
pen
that.
ink isn't expensive.
Um, inventory.
Ooh.
How do we add stuff? Just add equipment.
Yeah, you can just add equipment or go down to the very bottom. If you want to add something that's not in like D&D Beyond's equipment list, you can scroll right down to the bottom and put it in other notes or other items plus equipment.
So we're going to talk about creepy shop man, or
Yeah. So I guess some insight, everyone. I actually was kind of hoping to break a curse from an item that I have. I'll leave the details out, but I'm just kind of looking for a way to not be bound to this thing. Unfortunately, if I break the connection to it right now, I'm not sure what will happen to me, but definitely not a fan of cursed items.
Fair enough.
Okay, fair enough.
I'm 90% sure that car would have removed your hands or something. The
Yeah,
card.
I wasn't gonna
Wait, I
give
can
him the
actually
book.
search it up because of the Talons one, right?
Like when he was changing the appearance, the merchant, maybe does anyone know about the creature? Like, is in the books or something mentioned about him?
He looked like a beetle, didn't he?
Like a
Talon.
puppet.
Just because of his massive backpack he was wearing, he definitely looked like a beetle, but he more looked like a wooden puppet. He had like these little wooden limbs, like these eyes that only like stared there flat completely. This mouth, which would still
Every
look like a
magic
wooden
item
mouth.
you wear or carry disintegrates. Okay, that's probably a good thing we didn't take the card.
Oh, Volga knows what it was.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Cards are not Pog.
I think some of them are cool. Some of them give you what's it called, like a
No,
shit ton of gold.
no. Cards are bad. They're dangerous.
Increase one of your ability scores by 2. The score can exceed 20, but cannot exceed 24.
Nice.
Is anyone going to talk about the 2 items that you got?
Well, I got an axe. Is that just a regular like hand axe, or
Yeah,
like
it's
what
a
is that
regular
mechanically?
axe.
There is no axe item,
Um,
but like
My
I do got
woodcutter's
I
axe.
got the
just go hand
Like
scrolls
axe.
the
now.
Go hand axe.
yeah, hand axe.
Yes.
What
Two.
are both of the scrolls, by the way? The one that was in the wooden crate, now that I want to look at it, and I want to look at the other one too, from the
Okay, the one
merchant.
in the wooden crate, I would leave, go to the equipment list and go add to inventory, and it should be the crafting recipe for flint arrow.
Ooh, nice.
Cool.
So
Okay,
yeah,
wait, how do I do that? I've never done this before.
so you should be able to go to your equipment. So go inventory and go
Yep,
manage inventory and go
manage inventory.
add items, and you're just looking in there for I believe you can say recipe. So just put RE and you should see crafting recipe bracket flint arrow, and you should be able to add that, and it should have like the little table up for it.
Got it.
And if you
Ooh,
click
cool.
on it, you should see the table for how to create a
Oh,
flint arrow.
very
Does anyone
nice.
here actually use a bow?
No, but we
I-
might have to.
Fair
Yeah,
point.
I can make arrows for people. Cool with it.
What does the other scroll have in it?
Yeah.
The other scroll
Oh.
has the spell. I believe it was diversify energies. Minor diversify energies.
Diversify energies. Do I just type that in too, and that does it, or?
You're gonna need to have if you're a wizard, you're gonna need 50 gold, but you can't type that in. You're gonna have to add it to other.
But it's a
Okay.
spell scroll, right? So
Yes, spell scroll.
you
I
can
am a
use it
wizard.
once.
Mhm.
Okay.
And do you guys want to go through
What
the
does it
spells?
do?
So
Yeah.
Yeah, it
yeah.
suggests you can change like a damage type,
Uh,
or
y-
how does it
I
work?
believe it was you can change a image type to its opposite one. Let me just quickly go and grab it out so that I can just pass it to you guys.
It's kind of similar to the one Dafrika gets from her subclass,
Very nice.
where
Here
you
it
can
is.
change like damage type of spells.
And this is minor diversify energies. You guys got two versions of minor diversify energies.
Nice.
Whoa.
So I got an hourglass. The other thing was a pouch. What was that pouch?
They are both in chat in
This is
general.
the Squalliad's pouch. So a common item, so a small worn pouch that can once per day duplicate anything that is the value of 1 copper piece or less.
That's
And
kind of useful if something is low value. If you need
and
like
the
a new flint
hourglass,
arrow.
yeah. And the hourglass, it
And
does what?
the Hourglass of Intention. The Hourglass of Intention is a sacred relic of the ages which is said to regain a charge once per century. When found in a dungeon, this item has 1d4 charges, and you have 2 charges on it. As a
I mean,
reaction to an action, roll a d20. If the roll is 10 or less, then nothing happens. Otherwise, if you roll 11 or higher, the action's intention changes to its opposing nature. The hourglass expends a charge either way. For example, if someone hits you with an attack, you would use a charge as a reaction and get an 18. The attack, instead of damaging you, might instead heal you, or could just miss entirely. For another
I mean, it's
example,
a pretty handy
Wow.
spell.
yeah,
Yeah, but we only get 2 uses ever.
Unless we have a way to recharge it.
Wait 100 years.
I wonder if there's a way to like manipulate
maybe,
it where there's a plane where you could
maybe.
make
Probably
time
yes.
pass.
I mean, it's useful to have, just like we can use it to get ourselves out of a sticky situation if we need it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I can definitely save 2 lives.
Who was the one that wanted the scroll from the original merchant?
I did.
I'm going to hand you the diversify scroll. I'll be like, I believe you wanted this.
You can keep it if you want. I just wanted to see what was in the scroll.
Oh, okay. Okay, then I'll put it away for later. We might be able to use it on a rainy day.
Mhm.
Also, I can make arrows now. I show everyone my scroll. The
Nice.
flint recipe one.
Poachers.
So what does it cost to make the arrows?
To make the arrows, would you like to tell them what the crafting recipe says?
Yeah, I can. It says to make 5 flint arrows, it takes 1 lot of flint, 1 lot of wood, 1 lot of feathers, and 1 lot of string, and it takes me 8 minutes for every
Okay.
5.
I believe there should be like a small little extra tidbit on the end, but sometimes you just can't really see it. as well.
It's a lot of things to make 5 arrows.
Yeah.
Yes, unfortunately. It's not the greatest recipe. And Woodworker's tool reduces the crafting time by 4 minutes.
Hmm. Kinda meh. Um, do we head back, or what's on the agenda right now?
Would you guys want to go into town? I'm actually interested in finding out about this Underdark place, if you don't mind.
How far away is it? Is it like...
Uh,
Did they say it was like very far away or?
the merchant
Um,
just said it's everywhere, whatever that means.
The Underdark, yeah, they said the Underdark is everywhere.
Would any one of us have any idea of what it is in character?
You would have a couple of rumors. You've heard a couple of rumors, Matt. So it's about the Underdark, and it said there.
He probably has found like an entrance to it. He just
Yeah,
doesn't realize it.
there seems to be a couple entrances that are said to be scattered across the land to the Underdark.
Okay, what time of day is it?
It's probably about. Let's go in 11:30 a.m.
Oh well, it's still early.
Yes.
So you said that there are some towns and cities, so they're very far away. But he said to talk to some locals.
Mhm.
I don't know where we can find some locals if we wanted to go to one of those towns or cities.
Yes.
Well, we could
mean-
go from the direction he was heading from. Maybe he just came back from one.
Do we trust anywhere the creepy weirdo came from?
Yeah, that's a fair
Or was
point.
going?
No. I
But-
laugh and say no.
We are at a waterway though, aren't we? We could follow it either direction. We're gonna hit a town eventually.
Or we hit the sea.
Or the sea. I'd find a port though.
Fair
Or
point.
food at least.
That sounds pretty good right now.
So you
Oracle,
just
do I
follow
know if there's any like noticeable civilization nearby?
Like, there are hills, right, where we got the water from. Can't we climb it and see any faraway places? Like, maybe we can see.
You could try.
We're
Do you want to do the dexterity check?
yeah. No.
I would say there's a couple tribes around the area, but they're fairly secretive about where they live.
Yeah, and there's not like any big cities that I've heard of.
Yes.
Do we want to
I'm
climb up the
gonna
waterfall, or do we just want to
I'm
follow
gonna say
the
that
water
then.
downstream?
We could climb.
No big tribe, only small, 50 person max.
Okay.
It's very small.
Or should we just set up like a camp here?
We have
Or
ruin,
away from
dragon
the-
kill.
Hmm?
Dragon kill. We back. I find entrance to Underdark maybe.
Okay.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Yeah. Do you guys remember how to get back there?
Yes, because I am a natural explorer. I cannot get lost in the forest.
And we just go southeast.
Yeah, you guys can start heading back. And you guys are wandering the same path as before. It's taking you guys quite a while to head through. And eventually you guys make your way back to your ruins, aka known as the current base of operations. And I believe this is the perfect time to end the session.
Alright.
So,
Ooh.
Dancer, favorite moment, please.
Yes.
Favorite moment.
Oh, my favorite moment was, I won't say favorite moment, but it was a heartfelt moment where I had to give away the book.
You guys have lost
Big
the
Sag.
crazy
Yeah.
It was a good book.
Some people are not going to be
I
happy that we lost the
know.
book.
Oh yeah, I know exactly what will happen. He would be like, no, 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 no. You guys stole the book.
He's
this
just
is
going to be
gonna
like
be so
secretly like, okay,
sad.
I'm going to steal the book. He
Ah,
runs over, tries to steal the book. It's like, shit, it's not
Just
here.
no one mention it to him.
Just
Yeah.
don't mention it to him. But if he tries to
here's
steal
this
the book,
here's this playing card instead. No.
no, we didn't get the playing card.
No.
We can give
No.
him the squalid pouch. He'll be happy.
Yes.
He'll put
Appreciate.
copper coins in it, and then have
He'll
infinite
just
money.
put it in. He'll just put it in the bag and get rid of the student loan.
bro,
Yeah.
he's just duplicating money.
Mhm.
Yeah, you could keep putting in one copper coin every day, and it'd add up.
That's big money, man. After 100 days, you got a gold.
Yeah, one whole gold.
And
How much is this pouch worth?
Not much.
Give him that gold
5
key
gold.
that I have.
5 gold pieces.
Favorite moment, please.
After a year and a bit.
You'll be able to pay off the gold pouch.
Yeah.
Yep. It's pure profit from there, man.
Yeah, you keep buying these.
We can make one flint arrow and then duplicate it every day
Yeah,
to
we
make the
could.
crafting recipe not as hellish.
Yeah, I
Ah.
guess.
But yeah, Dernit, what was
I
your
assume
favorite moment?
it's. We'll find a use for it. We should have like a
What else?
an armory where we keep our magic items.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, we can also use it to duplicate rations.
No,
Oh.
they are 2 silver each, I believe.
Are they? Oh, okay.
Yeah,
No,
they
rations
are
is-
worth more.
Okay. Dernit, favorite moment, please.
What?
Favorite moment, please.
Favorite moment.
Yeah, I gotta do the favorite moments.
I'm confused. I just got back.
Oh yeah.
What's your
moment of the
favorite moment
session.
of the session we're done?
School crashing.
Skull
It's
crushing.
got fair.
Yep.
He
Folga?
did do that. Yeah.
Yeah, he did do that. Folga, your turn. You got a natural 20.
I'd say probably just defeating the dragon.
Yep, you like the combat guy. And Garrett, it is your turn for you to announce your favorite moment.
Selling the cool gem thing we got out of the dragon to the creepy merchant.
Yeah. Nazareth, what was your favorite moment?
I liked the merchant. He was a little bit scary.
He was.
And it also gave us a plot hook, somewhere to go next, which is the Underdark,
Yeah.
which is cool. I have a question. Since it was around 11, took us a half hour to go back, it should be like 12. So can we spend some time like harvesting materials?
Yes, you guys
Oh
can
no.
spend time harvesting materials, scouting, or researching if you guys want. If you guys just
Yeah,
in the
I'd,
chat type that in attendance, please.
yeah. Can do that. Yeah, the merchant. I liked him. Friendly guy.
Yep. Mithra, what was your favorite moment?
It was also definitely the merchant. I have always wanted to go to the Underdark in D&D. I've always been curious about it. I know very little about it, but I've been very excited to see the merchant with a bunch of cursed items and a bunch of regular items. I definitely hope to see more of the merchant.
Yeah, he's kind of got two sides. You guys will be
He's
seeing a lot of.
he's my personal favorite character.
You guys will be seeing a lot of that merchant. So basically,
Okay.
yeah.
Can we
So-
stick a bell on him so he can't sneak up on us again?
Can we summon him?
Well, he didn't. He
should have
shouted
given us
at
a
us from
summoning
afar.
card.
Yeah.
What are you buying?
Yo, can we banish him?
As he said, you don't want to encounter him.
The final
Yeah.
boss is the merchant. Oh no.
So
It
great.
is.
Oh no.
You would ask to
You know,
pray
originally
louder.
when the merchant came, I was thinking, should I kill him? Like, just like shoot a
He's
I
not gonna
wanted
let
to
you
do
do
that
it.
ball of
encode
fire at him.
thoughts
That's how
thing.
we would
Wow, I
die.
was dying.
Yeah.
Soul, favorite
I was
moment?
I also like the merchant. I really like how you roleplayed him. It was really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was literally licking my
that
lips
was
just to
cool.
try and give that sort of feeling that he actually is licking his lips.
I was just imagining these insect
Mannerisms, man, they
mandibles.
carry. They carry roleplay.
But yeah, he's fairly creepy. He's mostly creepy.
Yeah.
Well, one half at least. You guys met the two merchants.
That was fun. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, we're at the end of the session. You guys are free to go.
Oh,
Can I just
thank you
Um,
for